Initially, I just wanted to kind of show kind of the people of Brighton something about the characters that are kind of doing all the pieces around town, that are sort of painting the trains, painting the walls and stuff. But I wanted to kind of break out that stereotype of what is a kind of conventional grapher, you know, a kind of teenage vandal kind of. I wanted to show that it's a lot more than that, you know, that there's kind of people that have some real skill, that are obsessive about what they do.
There's certain things that I did in this piece that I wouldn't have done on the wall because I was trying to sort of respond to the photograph rather than just like, you know, starting with a blank wall and just laying down my piece. I try to, you know, involve the photograph in my piece, so just, you know, makes you look at things differently. I use totally sort of new shapes to what I normally do. Completely new process of painting and using spray paint, so I definitely learned something from it.
But I wanted to get a whole range of people, just kind of out and out street bummers. I wanted to get people that you know, the two what I would consider kings of Brighton when it comes to kind of wall painting legal pieces. Like when I first had it in mind, I didn't realise the prints were going to be quite this big, you know. And persuading people to actually paint on this has been quite tricky.
Well, like I knew how much they cost, so I was a bit like apprehensive really about doing something to it at first, but like I just had to do it in the end. I mean, all I did was tag it.
Yeah, it was nuts, you know what I mean? I've never seen photos this big, so it was absolutely mad, and it was quite a daunting prospect to paint on them because I knew how much they cost to get printed out, so it was like no mistakes allowed.
But from the other side of things, it's just trying to keep this kind of anonymous at the same time as showing something about the people in it. It's been really difficult.
Got loads of sketchbooks, just like, I don't know, it just represents what I'm about, man.
I mean, the same kind of ideas there. Like the idea in the painting is to show like my ideas, like if I had this environment, what I'd do with it, and instead of putting like, you know, like a dud there or a piece there with loads of tags on the building, I wanted to go a bit deeper about it. The whole idea with this is the arrows kind of represent me kind of infiltrating the environment and kind of taking it over to how I wanted it and putting colour into it, which is whole the idea behind the feeling.
I realised that a lot of our kind of city spaces are really controlled. It's all about, you know, imposing where the public can go, what they can do, what they can see.
I'm really interested in the way architecture affects environments and that, so I wanted to put in kind of new 3D shapes into the environment to kind of give it something else to it.
And I don't think people realise like how much fun it can be in a city, you know, and this is what graph writers do, they show that to people.
And I really think it's important to liven up a toned down environment with really kind of bright colours and that. There's not enough of it about. So that's kind of the meaning behind it.
But I think also in Brighton, that Brighton trades off its graph so much in this alternative culture and alternative lifestyle, but at the same time just tries to clamp down on it, you know. It's meant to be this sort of bohemian city and they love that, but when it comes to it, they're just, you know, try and persecute all the people that are doing it. But I think a lot of graphers are still kind of angry in a way at the way that they're portrayed as well, and this was their chance to show that they have other things in their lives, you know, that they might have a normal 9-to-5 job or something like that, you know. But also it was their opportunity to show the kind of artistic skill that they have, as well as the kind of fun side of graph as well. You know, I wanted to get some really hardcore imagery like the tunnel shot in there, but also just some sort of light-hearted things as well, like with the guy in the suit, and just show that, you know, these people might kind of walk around with you every day, you might work with them, and you just don't know that, you know, this is their chance to show their kind of alter egos in some way.
Well, it's like a more professional scale really, like say you're writing on the streets, like you're only really getting feedback off writers, and like, a lot of people won't want to give you feedback off the streets, so like I don't know, it's a different thing. I've had people, like all sorts of people talking to me about the show that wouldn't normally talk to me about graph.
Like before I saw all the final images or whatever, it was like, yeah, this is going to be cool for us, you know, just like the 8 people that are involved, it's going to be quite sweet or whatever, but, you know, now sitting here seeing all 10 photos together, it's like, it's a lot bigger than any of us thought it was going to be.